Safe Streets is an initiative by the Baltimore City Health Department. It's modeled after Ceasefire and from Chicago, right? Safe Streets was brought here to Baltimore City in 2007. The mission of Safe Streets is to reduce shootings and homicides.
Every year we do 2 major cleanups of Bread and Cheese Creek, one in the spring and one in the fall, and we target a different section of the stream, and with nothing but volunteers and donations, we clean it up till it's sparkling. And I couldn't be more thankful for our volunteers and the people who actually donate goods and services for us, because there's not a single paid person in the entire organization.
Our idea behind the group is to take opera into places that wouldn't normally have opera. I think most of the music that I write is about ideas, so it usually takes a non-musical starting point. So it's kind of perfect for something with text, because when there's a text, there's other ideas involved that are woven together with the music.
I wanted to activate my own inner entrepreneurialism and wanted to find other people that also had that same spirit. So some of these events like Startup Weekend and Education Hack Day, like you mentioned, were great ways to get together for a weekend, focus on a challenge or a problem, and in 54 hours we had come up with some sort of, or a bunch of, solutions to those problems.
I was brought up to believe, I think part of the American dream is that there's education is equal opportunity for all. But what I found increasingly was that kids actually were not given equal access to a quality and adequate education. Those 2 core issues are foundational to Urban Teacher Center, wherein we are providing our residents with a different type of teacher preparation and also making sure that they see their performance and their success in our program as tied to the performance and success of their own students.
When folks come to us, they get about 15 months of preparation before they become the teacher of record. And it's not theoretical preparation that's off in a university somewhere. It's preparation working side by side with the children whom they'll ultimately serve, but giving them multiple settings to really build skills.
Under what circumstances or how might we imagine rap and hip-hop being used in a progressive fashion? The Mixtape Project, and it's simple. It's like we'll just create a contest and award cash prizes to the best rap and spoken word that speaks directly to a political issue that already deals with the context of the population most likely to produce rap, the school-to-prison pipeline. I'm really interested in kind of the production of political inequality and resistance to it in urban space.
Outreach is the main factor of the program. We hire individuals that once were similar to the target population that we are after, which is the very, very high risk. And when I mean high risk, we're looking for the individual that's going to do the shooting, or we're looking for the individual that's going to be shot. What we bring is a skill level of peace to confusion.
This idea that I taught it, they just didn't learn it, is out the window with us. The act of teaching encompasses the act of learning. And so if somebody hasn't learned something, you haven't taught something.
Stuff like this, and people's carpeting, and tons of shopping carts, and thousands of plastic bags and fast food trash, and I couldn't believe it. The idea that people don't care about the environment, that's not true. You would be amazed. I mean, all these people who come out here care about the environment, and that's why they're here.
The first thing I think of is like some kind of like change maker, like a I don't know. I think that things are changing around us all the time, and that we can either kind of go with that or get stuck. And like one of my go-to phrases is, hey, change is good. You know, even though like maybe it kind of stinks right now, everything around us is changing all the time anyways. So why not kind of go with that?
To me, it means not just having a concept, but working at a concept both in execution and against tremendous odds, sort of doggedly again and again and again with perseverance.
We want to see a day where every child has an effective teacher every single year in every single subject.
I think it's changing the attitudes of a lot of the residents in the county right now.
There's a flip side to things. You don't always have to resort to violence in every situation or issue that you come across.
What I try to do is kind of start on that ground level here in Baltimore, because that's where I am, you know, to be honest. So, you know, I take the energy I have to kind of excite that ground level excitement to maybe add our numbers into an ecosystem and see what comes out from it and support other people in other ways.
In a number of different spaces, I've been about expanding capacity. I think that's a lot of what changes. I've been trying to expand our social and political imagination. But when I came up with the Baltimore Mixtape Project, it wasn't necessarily about thinking of myself as a change maker. It was just about doing what I thought was right and seeing this gap and trying to fill it.